and welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not new here then welcome back. So today, as you can see behind me, I've got a completely clear bookshelf. I've just cleared my bookshelf apart from, you can't see it in here but you can see it a little bit, apart from the top shelf, which is my Sarah J Maas shelf, which I'm pretty sure is going to stay the same. I've got a lot of books here in the background and there's a lot on the floor as well, so I'm just gonna start putting them back on the shelves. I have a lot of books that I want to either give to charity or sell on Vinted, so I'm going to go through my books, put them back on the bookshelf, organise it, get rid of books that I don't want, and hopefully it's going to look great. To be honest, I could probably do with another bookshelf, but that's a job for another time. We're working with what we've got today, so yeah, let's get to it. Originally I did have all my hardbacks on here, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to move them down a shelf and put paperbacks up here. So I'm going to organise it kind of like by genre and then by author. So I'm going to have the genre first, so it's going to go like romancy, fantasy, whatever, and then within those I'll have the subcategory of authors. So if I've got a lot of one author's book, they will go together. Just going to grab my coffee because God knows I'll need it. Yeah, I am kind of clueless going into this. I don't actually have a vision for how I want it. I know I want it to look neat, but previously, before I took all my books off, I'll try and insert a photo if I've got one, or like a little video clip if I've got one. But I was having to face books forward, just like in front of other books, because I've got nowhere for them to go. So I think what I'm going to start with is getting rid of the books that I don't want. So then that frees up the space, and then I'm going to start putting the books back on the shelf. I've obviously got a lot of mess in the background, but I thought I'd bring you down to the floor with me so you can see. Oh God, the books are falling all over everywhere. I'm trying to sort myself out. But I thought I'd bring you down to the floor with me just while we sort out the books that I don't want and that I'm going to take to charity. I do already have a pile that I'm going to take to charity. I can't even get my words out. I do already have a pile, so I'll get that out and I will add to it, I suppose. This is the pile of books that I've got already that I do not want. Powerless is in there because this is the normal version, but I've got the sprayed edge version now, and I'm just not a Colleen Hoover girly, so that's why they're there. My sister gave me those and I just didn't like them, so they're just going to go to charity, or I'll give them back to my sister or whatever. I've never read, actually. I've read Ugly Love, I've read Verity, but I never read It Ends With Us. But after the film came out as well, I just never had any inkling to read it. The dedication's really sad though, for my father who tried his best not to be his worst, and for my mother who made sure we never saw him at his worst. Oh, okay, I'm not going to start reading that now. It's going, because whatever. That's my pile. Let's get the rest of them together and make the pile bigger. I think I'm going to get rid of this Stephen King collection, because as great of a writer as he is, I just don't feel like I'm going to get round to him. And if I really wanted to read it, I don't have any desire to own the physical books. I could just read it on my Kindle, so they are going. I'm keeping this one. There's just so many books here. That's the goal. Like, I want all the books in the world, but when you're sorting through them, it's like, I don't know. So on the bottom shelf behind me, I will set up the camera so you can see the shelves again. Sorry if I'm looking there, I'm just making sure that I'm in focus in the mirror. The bottom shelf behind me, I'm going to put all like because I do have some, let me grab one. I do have like some thrillers that I haven't read that I actually do really want to read. And I've got like some Frida McFadden books that I really like. So I'm going to keep those ones, but they're going to go on the bottom shelf, because the bottom shelf is for stuff that kind of doesn't really have a home, but I am going to read, but I'm going to still try to make it stick to some sort of genre. There's a couple of books I have as well where I have like the hardback and then the paperback, so I might get rid of the paperback version. But I also have Phantasma in 2 versions. I've got the Waterstone Sprayed Edge edition and then the indie published version, so I don't feel like I can let go of the indie published version. We'll just have to see how it goes. And then like Light Lark, I've got the special edition and the normal edition. Like, what? I've not even read Light Lark. Like, It's getting ridiculous now, Alicia. I don't even know where to start. Sarah J Maas has taken up a hell of a lot of space. Do I turn Throne of Glass on its side? Because I'm thinking I can do that. And then maybe get fourth wing in there. Do you know what would really save space is if I had space on the top of my bookshelf to put Throne of Glass, but I don't have that. I don't have that space. Maybe I'm gonna have to swap out Iron Flame and the Empyrean series for another hardback series. Right. Because then it just breaks it up a little bit, do you know what I mean? It doesn't look as books. I mean, I could put it there, but I just don't think I'm vibing with that as much. Second shelf. Let's get it. I have these two books as well, but they've never really called to me, and I know they're quite popular, but whatever. Stunning Fairy Loot edition of A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. She even gave me the card. I bought this on Vinted. Look at the end papers and the actual book itself. Stunning. £10, and it came in its Fairy Loot box and bag. This is where the real nitty-gritty hard stuff comes in, because I don't have enough room for all these books. So I'm gonna now start sorting out the books from like genre, so that I know where to grab from. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Also, what I was talking about before is I have this one, which is just like, sorry, I'm trying to see if you're in focus, but I have this one, which is like the indie published version, and then I've got the Waterstones special edition, but I can't bring myself to part with this one, even though I never actually read this one because it was printed by Amazon, and if you know what Amazon are like, it's like the whitest white paper, and it feels like you're reading the Bible. What I'm gonna do is start by arranging them by series, like with authors that I've got. So let's do that. I think when Enchantra comes out, I'm gonna take out the indie version and put Enchantra next to Phantasma, but I will figure out somewhere for that. Belladonna, and I have the Palette series. So that's our third shelf done. Ta-da! This is what it's looking like so far. What we have so far. I don't know whether to push these three back. Oh, the whole shelf's gonna go. Push those three right to the back and stick a terrarium on there. Looks kind of cute. Oh, books falling everywhere. It looks kind of cute. I don't know if you can see that anyway. I'm going to move this camera back down. because we're going to do this shelf now, but it looks kind of cute. But do we also just want a candle? What I could do is flip those ones on the side. Do you know what I mean? Flip them. So next shelf, I am going to have some on the side here, but only because it's the Shatter Me series. So that's going to go this side. No way I can have all those facing the other way. Next shelf, this is actually where it starts to get confusing, because now I won't have a full shelf. I won't have enough fantasy books to fill a full shelf, so I don't really know what to do. I don't know whether to start with my romance books. So my best friend's exorcism always goes at the end because it's such a tall book. But herein is where my problem lies, because I've still got these ones with that, and then all of these, and the space of about 2 books. What I really hate doing is stacking more books on top of a series. Like, I like that series to just be as it is. I don't know whether I'm gonna have to turn some sideways to get the rest of them in. Oh my god, I forgot about these. Right, we're gonna have to do some recon. We might have to do the side thing up there as well. Right, so now we've just got to figure out where to put these. Right, so I was going to shift these to the side, but I don't know if that makes any sense, because me being me, even if I shift them to the side and give a little bit of space, they're hardbacks, so I don't want to mix them all together. I think what I'm going to do is shift these on their side. That we are done. Put all my little decorations back. So this is now the bookshelf. I will try and, please ignore that, the Throne of Glass thing. I'm going to swap those books around so they're not upside down, but as it stands, this is the bookshelf after we have just organised it. Perfect. It looks so much better than it did, but yeah, there is absolutely no space for any more books. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!